Alex Morstead to get this one started. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school, and also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
Here's Ridder now to throw on their first play. And complete to Drake London. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. The tackle by Quincy Williams.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give to Robinson on the option. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Ridder to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former UConn and Eastern Kentucky quarterback. It's Tim Boyle.
Brandon, I know he isn't at the status of some of the elite names in this league, but I do know he's an absolute fighter because he's heard all the criticisms. He's read the articles that say he isn't good enough to be the starter, and he absolutely does not care. All he wants to do is prove every doubter wrong and show that he belongs in this spot.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Boyle to throw. Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. To throw is Boyle. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing here, Boyle. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. Taken down at the 42.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Ritter. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Throwing now, Boyle. His throw incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Boyle. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Just the first quarter of the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
Yeah, simple little completion out into the flat. No score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Now a 2nd and 6. As they've got it as we resume action. Boyle. He finds Wilson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down and 3. Back to throw is Boyle. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run with Cook. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Falcons offense set to go. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Back to throw, Ritter. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And incomplete on the deep ball. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Ritter throwing on third down. This one left side caught by Patterson. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. On first down, Boyle. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Straight ahead is Hall. Skirts by him at the 35. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, it's Boyle. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Bud Dupree coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Boyle's throw here pulled in by Lazard. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. To throw on 3rd down, Boyle. That one too wide and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking it about the 16. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be Falcon football. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Ritter now. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Here is third and quite a ways. But one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Take it at the 37. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Throwing to start the drive. Boyle. Now throw right side here going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Boyle. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Nothing is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Now the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Second half starts with a run by Hall. And some space here. Breaks through the contact. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll give to Hall, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Boyle. And this is going to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
First down, here's Ritter. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Ritter. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Ritter. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins, 76 yards. And the Falcons are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And New York set to take the field. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on first down. Boyle. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Boyle. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down by a field goal, they'll take over with excellent field position following the interception. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got a stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 19-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
3rd down and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he'll get nothing out of that one. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They only needed 1, but it ends up being a gain of 6 and moves the chains.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in, and he carries it across the goal line.
Coup for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Hall again on 2nd down. There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the draw, it's Hall. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 118 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll go again with Hall. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Cook will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Zerline now for the PAT. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken at the goal line. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
On the double.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Ritter to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing right, and that's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
And here, down 2 scores, you've still got some time, but you've got to start thinking about preserving the clock when you can. And that's a nice job to secure the football, pick up the 1st down, and get out of bounds.
On 1st down, Ritter. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Sticking with the passing game. Here's Ritter again. Over the middle, caught by London. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ritter will set up to throw it. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 155 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Bud Dupree, a former first-round pick, in on the stop.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hall again. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They run it with Hall off the option. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go, y'all.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing here, Boyle. Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
So now Ritter and the Falcons down 24-14. A minute 36 to go. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a first down. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee.
That's what it is. Here we go.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway